not on. I'm not on Facebook. In a minute, y'all, we're trying to get it together. I was on. Oh, I was on Dominique page at first. I was on, but I was on the wrong page. Thank you, Asia. I'm trying to get YouTube up. I mean, Facebook up. That's what we're having a problem with. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. Thank y'all for tuning in. I don't own the rights to this music. Using it for inspirational purposes only. We on. We on now. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got everything up and running now. We had a few difficulties. Now I'm going public. I was created for this. It's something that Jolene inspired, had me listening to the song. I was inspired by listening to it. I was created for this. Sometimes we have to think about some of the things that we were created to do. Some of the things are our talents and some of our focuses that we focus on. We need to learn that we're created to be to focus on and to tap into our gifts so we can make room for our lives and our gifts and our things that we have to know our purpose in life. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. Asia, I'm so glad you're in on tonight. You made it in on tonight. Yeah, I had a birthday on Friday. I didn't do anything extravagant like I used to. This year I stayed home and kind of I went to the Fantasia concert. I had a ball. Um, I enjoyed Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton. I went out to eat on Saturday, as well as just stayed home and just chilled and enjoyed myself. I had a wonderful time, y'all. Just chilling. So we're gonna jump in. I'm trying to wait on a couple of people to log in to come on in. So I just wanted everybody to know that I am grateful to reach an age that some of my friends and family didn't make it to. Um, and I'm I'm so grateful that I made it, and I can say that I made it because I look at it that my brother and my cousin that was very dear to me and close to me that did make it to this age, and it's just a blessing to know that I'm yet still alive and trying to do what I'm created to do, and that's to love on others as well as support others. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. The people hadn't chimed in yet, but guess what? We're gonna go ahead and get started, and they're gonna have to catch up. They're gonna have to play catch up on tonight. We good. We ain't got to play that no more. They're gonna play catch up, and we're gonna go on and get started. I want the people to come on in, but however, so The question that was posed to me on tonight was, when is it too soon to propose? When is it too soon to propose? This is a question that was asked. That was asked. I'm gonna take this gum out before I get to popping this gum. And y'all be calling me and telling us, why you popping that gum? You know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out now. So look, when is too soon to propose? Y'all, that's a question we need to know. What do y'all think? Come on, y'all, talk to me. Let me know. Well, honestly, I'm going to say, I'm going to go ahead and get started and talking about it since no one is talking about it. Asia, I don't have my YouTube up. I should. You got it up? Okay. All right. So you can pose questions on YouTube as well. Nicole Crawford, what's going on? I hadn't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you online tonight on my podcast. I'm going to have to get you to come on my show so we can talk about your journey as well. We was talking about when is it too soon to propose. I think sometimes we propose too soon. When I say too soon, we propose before we get to know the other person. When I say that, I think you should get to know the good, bad, and the ugly, because we all have those sides. Okay, Nicole. Nicole, you got to give me a call or inbox me. I think you still have my number. My number's still the same, 901-643-0700. The number again is 901-643-0700. It's still the same. But if you want to call in tonight, you can call in if you like, or you can just inbox me and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about on tonight. But what I'm saying, I think you need to get to really know a person before you say I do, because a lot of times we get to we get married over fatuations. We get married over looks. We get married over finances. We get married over what else? Things we got over houses and cars and different things like that. We get married. We have the wrong perception of marriage. We don't look at marriage as being a unit. We look at it as being something we can benefit from. But sometimes we need to be able to bring something to the table to make the unit work. Because sometimes when we go into a unit without knowing what we're getting into, then it's a problem. Because I don't think at this point in my life I could constantly being a person and I'm constantly being what did she say on YouTube? Okay. Okay, Shatara asked me, am I on tonight? Yes, Shatara, I'm on. Let me tell her I'm on. Yeah. So, Queen is my YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you now. Asia. I was trying to see what is we talking about? That could be your name on Facebook too. All right. Just to let you know. Anyhow. So, so those are some of the things that I think that people need to think about. That's why marriages they only go to 3 and 4 years, no more than 5 years. If you make it past 5, then I think you done made it. But if you don't make it past 5 years, you didn't get to know that person, because you got to get to know that person before you jump into a marriage or think that that's what you want to be. You get what I'm saying? Because honestly, y'all, we got to do better with marriages. We have more divorce than we do marriage. We have this big extravagant weddings now, and by the end of the year or the end of the month, they separated or moving on, moving with something else. Okay, so since we made a spiel on that, no one's talking about that right now. So we're gonna go ahead. No one had anything to say about that. Because everybody want a ring. Everybody want a ring, but they don't want to do what it takes to keep the ring. So that's where I am. Everybody want the ring, but they don't want to do what it takes to keep the ring. You got to, they want to go with Beyonce, put a ring on it, but what's going on, Lyric? What's going on? They want to put a ring on it, but they don't want to do what it takes to keep that ring on it. You still waiting on yours. Well, hey, you got to do what it takes. It'll come. It'll come. Just keep on waiting. It'll come. So, how would you know when you're financially stable for a relationship? How do you know when you're financially stable for a relationship? So, what I mean by that, y'all, how do you know that you're ready for a relationship financially and mentally? How do you know that you're ready for that type of a relationship? A lot of times we jump into relationships and we really can't afford the lifestyle of certain people that you're in a relationship with. And a lot of times some people are lowering their standards for you to be in a relationship with. So how do you know that you're lowering your standards to be in a relationship with someone? So I just that's a question for me. How do you know that you're lowering your standards to be in a relationship with someone? When both can support yourself apart. That's good. That's good. Darius, that's good. What's going on, Darius? How you doing? Okay, Shatara. Well, I was on time for class, and at 7:03 you were in process. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, Shatara. I'm not gonna mark you tired. So look, y'all, how do we know that we're evenly yoked to be in a relationship with someone? How do you know that you need to keep this relationship going or let it go? Because sometimes if it's going to be a financial burden on your relationship, or it's going to be a financial strain, or you just can't do it. How do you know when that comes up in your relationship? How do we do that? But you really genuinely care for that person, you love them, but you don't know how to deal with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Rosie, what's going on, Rosie? So, what do we do, y'all? How do we deal with that? This is a question that was posed to me. How do we deal with that? No one got something. Rosie, you ain't got nothing to say? Norm, you got something to say? So, honestly, y'all, I would say, I would say, if at this point in a relationship, I don't feel that no one should be carrying anyone in a relationship. Now, if they need help, that's different. But to carry them is different from taking care of them. Hey, Joe, what's going on? I'm praying for you and your family. I'm praying for you. I love you. I'm praying for you. So how would you deal with that? You're just in a relationship. I'm not saying a marriage. I'm saying a relationship. I just came. Oh, all right, Rose. So the question again, y'all, for y'all that's just coming in, how would you know when you're financially stable for a relationship. I got you, Joe. I love you so much. You need me, give me a call. So I would say financially, we would have to. I don't want to be the only one paying going out. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't want to be the only one paying going out. I don't want you to have to think that you have to take care of me every time we go out. I don't want you to think you have to pay for me. I want you to know that it's okay that I'll pay or you pay. It don't matter. But if I ask you out, then know that I'm going to pay for it. But if you ask me out, you better be ready to pay for it. Don't call me talking about let's go out and you looking for me to pay for it. I'm not doing that. That's not going to happen. I'm going to sit there with my bag. It's going to be so tight in my lap, holding it around my waist. It's going to be tight when you both have good credit. He better pay for you, huh?
Somebody on YouTube said, I say you will know when you're ready when you are willing and comfortable within your partner's decision making. Something like this.
Is your mic on? Because I can't hear you. Orange.
Alrighty. So this good, you can hear?
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Orange.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, cool.
There you go.
So somebody on YouTube said by the name of PF2. I say you'll know when you're ready, when you are willing and comfortable within your partner's decision making, and just trusting them with all the financial stuff on their part. You know, like you said, split it 50-50 and all this stuff.
No, we ain't splitting no 50. You pay, my thing is don't. Now, if I ask you, if we going out as friends, that's different. But if we going on a date, ain't no 50. Either I'm going to take you on a date. If I ask you out on a date, I feel that I should pay for it. But if you ask me on a date, I feel that we should pay for it. But if we just going out, we meeting out or meeting up for drinks, then that's you pay for yours and I pay for my own. But if you ask me out or I ask you, whoever asks need to pay for it.
I don't agree, but okay. I'm just kidding.
That's right, Joe. I'm with you. You got to because we get to the point now. I don't care if you're a woman, no man, boy, or girl. If you ask somebody out, you need to be willing to pay for it. A woman shouldn't ask a man out anyway. If he don't want to take you out, don't ask him out. You go out with your good girlfriends. Don't ask no man out if you ain't finna pay for it. Because if you start something, you got to end with it. So that means you don't need to ask him out. So if he don't ask you out, that means that y'all don't need to go out at all. He ain't interested. And that's on period. I'm just saying. How would you ask a man out? You ask a man out, and if you ask him out, he gonna look for you to pay for it. And if he pulling his checkbook out and looking for you to pull yours out, pull your credit card out, it's a problem. Don't go out with him no more. And that's me. Joe, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is if you ask me to go and we're not friends, you going to pay for it. I'm going to hold my bag closed. It's going to be so tight in my lap. So it better not, the zipper might pop open, but it's going to be so tight in my lap. Because I'm just saying, you don't ask me out if you're not going to pay for it. Because I'm not going to volunteer to pay for you. And you ask me. And women, I'm just going to tell y'all, if y'all asking these men out and you willing to pay for it, don't start what you don't want to finish. Because he going to look for you to pay for it all the time. He going to keep your credit card out. Ask me how I know. And that's the problem now. That's why so many women are taking care of men because they're willing to do too much in a relationship. When you're willing to do too much, that's when they're looking to take advantage of what you willing to give. can teach you. I can do a life class on dating now if that's what I need to do. Rosa said, not me. I'm just saying, if you sit there and allow that man to play with your credit card in the dinner table, and he ordering the drinks that he want, you know the old fashioned costs more than what Amaretto sour costs. He need to be getting what you drink. You need to get him a pretty drink or one of them that's on sale if you paying for it. But in the same token, a woman shouldn't ask no man out, because if you looking for him to pay for it, don't ask him to meet you out. If he don't ask you out, you don't need to go with him. And that's right. And that's what most men are looking for now. They're looking for your purse. Mashawn, what's going on? They're looking for your purse. And if you allow them to get in your purse, they are never going to come out of it. Huh? Yeah, they're going to be lost in there. I just don't believe in giving men money or paying for food. Rose, and you're not supposed to. But if you ask him out, he's going to look for you to pay for it. Because, he might not. And if he tell you, this ain't my pay week, you don't need to go out with him anyway. Because if he got to wait on the pay week to take you out, that ain't the right man for you anyway. He can't afford you. And Jolene, you are so right. Hey, Tammy, what's going on? You are so right. That's what they're looking for. But if you're not, y'all being honest, I have seen this and I've listened to this. People have been in the barbershop waiting on the woman to come and pay for their haircut. What kind of mess is that? We going out and you waiting for them to come and pay for your haircut. No. And I'm looking at you upside your head like you done lost your mind. And I should, because at this point, why are you paying for his haircut? If he can't afford to get his haircut, he don't need to be going nowhere. Why are you showing somebody off that can't even afford to go out with you? He can't even afford to go out with you. And you want to show him out. You willing to pay for his haircut and buy him clothes to take him and show him out. You won't wear that outfit. You won't get that one. I didn't see him buying True Religion. I didn't see him buying. I'm gonna get that for such and such. No, I'm not in it. Stop. Yeah. So this is another thing that came up in the conversation. We're gonna move to mental health. Do you feel gentle parenting is effective? No. Do you feel that gentle parenting is effective? I'm going to say hell no. Well, Mashawn, we'll go back and I'll come back to this one. Mashawn, women are really taking care of men now. Cause I really think, honestly, I really think a problem. This is where the problem come in. When you start letting them drive your car, when you start letting them, you know what I'm saying? You got to give them gas money to put in your car, and they are taken care of. This is happening every day. Folks getting dropped off at work, and he ain't even got a job. He ain't even looking for a job. He just out parlaying in your car and come back, and he done rolled till the wheels fall off and the car on E. Oh, come on, y'all. Where the women at? Where the real women at? What we doing now? What are y'all doing? When y'all gonna stand up?
Somebody said the gas money gone on gas.
Huh?
The gas money gone on gas.
Right. No gas. The what?
That pressure.
Yeah. I mean, and y'all, yeah, they took the gas money and bought some weed with it. Your car smelling like weed, you come back. Yeah, they pick you up in your car. No gas, because they just spent the money that you done left in the ashtray to, and see, that's what our young people don't understand, that men are supposed to be providers. But women today are not, are not making their young men responsible, because it take a woman to really teach a man to be responsible. A man can't teach another man how to be responsible. I don't care how y'all put it or what y'all say. A man cannot teach another man how to be responsible, because a man cannot teach a man how to take care of a woman. A woman could always teach a man how to take care of them. A boy coming up, a woman has taught most boys how to be men. No man has ever been there to teach them how to take care of a woman, because a woman should know how she should teach her child how to be a gentleman and how to treat a lady. A lady know how she wants to be treated. I'm just saying. That's just how it works. Because a man is always going to teach their child to be hard and to be trying to rough and tough. But that is not how you treat a woman. You can't approach a woman rough and tough. You have to know how to approach a woman. Oh, boy. Rosa says she gonna put him out on the street. You gonna put him out, Rose? You think? You think it's a stretch? You think so, Shatara? I don't think so. I think sometimes men don't want their boys to see their submissive side. They don't want to see. They don't want men. They don't want their boys to see their submissive side, even though they may know how to take care of their wife. But I'm sure it came from their parenting or watching their parent. But if a woman lacks and let a man lack on how to treat her, then it's gonna lack in the relationship. That's what I'm saying. And raising a boy, you gonna have to teach. I think a woman does a better job in teaching raising a boy. I'm just being honest, because that's my opinion. What y'all think? I'm just asking. What do y'all think? My mom did a good job. I'm gonna tell you that. She did a great job.
I think it's 50-50 because
You think it's 50-50?
yeah, because feminine and masculine energy should coexist anyway. Like, we have the one side of the male and one side of the female, and they come together and make a unit. So within each being, like male or female, no matter which one, you have to have your masculine and feminine energies so that you can have empathy and sympathy for other people and know like when to turn this on, when to turn this off. So if you walking around all day hard with your afro puffs, rough and tough with your afro puffs and stuff like that, you're not gonna know when to like make that connection with somebody if they're having like a bad time, or just like show emotion and stuff like that whenever somebody needs the consoling. That's when your feminine energy comes in, and like a lot of stuff you can connect on that type of level. But you also have to have this sternness to you, so that like nobody can play with you. Also, like have some type of authority when you walk in the room. So that's when your masculine energy comes in too. So both goes hand in hand.
Okay, I can go with that. But also, Joe said, I feel that it's a difference. And when it's a two-parent household, that it is healthy and the father can show the son how to love a woman. Um, my problem with that, sometimes when a man is in the house, he's normally absent and he's letting the woman raise the child. But I understand where you're coming from. Sometimes um, they don't spend their time with them, the boys, like they should. Um, a lot of times the men don't spend the time with the boys like they should. And that's where the masculine energy is lacking because they're too busy being themselves. They don't have time to teach their boys. That's why I say the woman uh, pretty much teach a boy how to love them. You know what I'm saying? A woman normally teach a young man how to love a woman. So that's why I say that. But I also seen my grandfather love on my grandmother and was a provider for his family. And not just his immediate family, he loved the whole family. So that's why I say that. But also, I had to see my grandmother be a parent to her boys when my grandfather was out being a provider, when she had to step in and show them how to treat women and tell them what's right from wrong. That is not how you talk to her. That is not how you know, that's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the parenting, I hate for them to teach them how to beat on a woman or something that they learn. You know, that's just me. I'm just saying. I would hate that. So that's why I came up with my conclusion. But, we all here to understand each other. Yeah, it really do depends on the family love, Rosa. It really does. If Javante, how you doing? Mr. Javante Cortez Bell, what's going on, sir? It is. It's really it really depends on the family and how that child was raised, how that son was raised, how did their parent raise them? Because a lot of times uh, the father is always absent anyway. Either they're out working and the mother is still there to raise the son anyway. So that's what happens. You you can tell when a child comes from a happy home. I don't know, cause sometimes they still act out. Okay, so okay, they chatting on YouTube, and you're not telling me what they're saying on YouTube. They telling me they chatting on YouTube, and you're not telling me what they're saying. Okay, well we got to go back and talk to them. What they're saying.
Okay, cool. So, Sophisticated Queen said, "This lady that works with me gives her man an allowance." She also said, let's see, sometimes that leads to insecurity. So, what leads to insecurity? If you don't mind me asking, we're going back on topic. I do apologize.
She give him an allowance.
No, I said, I was like, wait a minute, allowance. She must be rich or something.
Is that from his money or is that from her money?
I think her money.
Well, who money is this?
Because he sound like a
Is he
dependent.
turning his check over to her or is she giving him an allowance from her money?
Because you normally
Because you got to come on answer that. Come on now.
you give your dependents an allowance, right?
I mean, depends if I'm giving. Well, first of all, I'm not giving my check now. I'm gonna pay the bills, but I'm gonna keep my own money. That's from her money.
He said her check.
Her check.
She said her check.
Ooh, that's kind of tough there. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. So it's
PF2 said, "Child, that's a fool."
huh.
PF2 said, "Child, that's a fool."
That's show food. I'm trying to figure out how did that. You done made me sit up. I need a drink on that one. So I'm gonna give you an allowance to be with me.
It's over with. It's not like a glucose guardian.
So what I'm getting? What I get from that? What
Some Zeke.
Rose said? Rose said, I wish I would. What you get from it? What do they get from that?
PF2 said Zeke.
They get some. That's it.
So Zeke.
Oh, yeah. Child, they can tell too many toys for you to have to pay for it now. Now, I'm trying to see what you get from that. That is crazy.
Sophisticated queen say she wear the pants in the household.
She wear the pants in the household and she also pay for the household.
Baby, she the big boss. Big boss.
Baby, he got to be putting it down every time she asks for it. He got to. I don't know about that one. You ain't getting my check like that. I'm not finna. I ain't getting no allowance at that now.
She must be older than him, sophisticated queen. Or what? No.
So is she older? How is she? She a cougar? What is it? What is it? Y'all, come on, y'all gotta talk to me. What do y'all think about that? How do y'all think about giving your man an allowance?
That sounds like some sugar baby type of energy to me.
Nicole Ford said she got her own coins. What's going on? Come on, y'all. Y'all talk to me now. I'm trying to figure this out. How we do that? But anyway, we're gonna move on because that's I give a man $20 and I tell him I need 40 back.
PF2 said what he said is giving sugar baby. The sophisticated queen said yes she is, but not that much. Okay, so she is older. Okay.
Oh, so she's older. It don't matter though. If you gotta pay for it, you.
Lord, I won't be caught in this cycle.
Is she ugly?
Ooh.
You know when you're ugly, you know sometimes when you're ugly, you got to pay for it.
Desperate.
You know, desperate measures mean desperate. You know, desperate measures mean desperate situations. You got to pay for it a little bit. Is she ugly? She got to be ugly.
She said yes she is, but not that much. I'm just kidding. This her last comment.
She said what? Oh, that was the last
Yeah,
comment.
that was her
She got to be ugly. I ain't paying for it. I don't blame you. I wouldn't pay for it either. Amen.
Sophisticated queen said, well. You saying she look like a whale?
She like a what? Is she?
Well.
Well. She said she look. Oh, she gotta be ugly. Cause them the only person I know pay for stuff now. Cause You find your ugly woman there, ugly man.
Go
They'll
to
pay for
Miami.
everything.
Go to Miami. You might find something that spend a little corn down, man. I don't know.
They over.
They probably got some modifications though.
Yeah, they gotta be. You get your old ugly one. Get your old ugly man. He'll pay for it. The old ugly woman, they'll pay for it.
You get you a sugarless daddy.
And you know what? Them be the ones that'll pay. So, y'all, this is the question now, y'all. We got to. You gotta be proud of that ugly. I love that ugly too. If that ugly give me an allowance every time she get paid, I love her to death. Baby, she would be loved. Come on, sugar. I would pick her up every payday. Pick her up on time. That'll be the day I be on time. I'm gonna pick her up on time. But look, we gotta answer this question, y'all. Please answer this question for me. Do y'all feel that gentle parenting is effective?
Hell no.
Rosa says she think that's giving women a bad name. So we got to move on, y'all. So do y'all think gentle parenting is effective?
Nope.
No.
Well,
Hell no, Rosa said.
I say to a certain extent because nowadays this new generation of kids, my sister. So I'm gonna use her as an example.
Okay.
Me and my sister, we grew up in like a real strict house with our parents born in the 60s. So like then their parents, how they practice discipline with them, they only knew like belt to ass and switches and stuff like that. So we believe, well, I believe it was passed down through like slavery and stuff to how you discipline your child by the rod and all this stuff, spray the rod. But because they used to whip us to get us, you know, in order and together and stuff. So I do think that it is a form of slavery, but it
so
does.
You think that's a form of slavery?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a form of getting your ass together, getting you back in line. So I'm gonna say gentle parenting. It, like Jolene said, it depends. I feel that you should be able to talk to your child first.
Sophisticated Queen said, "No, beat they ass."
That's right. I feel that you should talk to them, and if the talking dog is not effective with your child, if you feel that is not going to be effective enough, then you need to take something to that ass. They need their ass beat.
But I would say,
so
like,
sometimes it take you to whoop their ass.
I would say, like, with me, my experience with getting
You
whooped.
said a stitch cord, not a switch.
Mm-hmm. But like with my experience with getting beat and stuff like that.
Beat? I didn't say beat.
It was beat and
it's not
yeah.
beat.
With little spankings and stuff, beating and stuff. I got hit in the nose with a belt buckle.
Saying beating.
I was beat, but I got hit in the nose with a belt buckle. But like instances like that, it grew resentment. You
should have stayed still.
Nah. But like it wasn't even called for all it though. But like it grew resentment in me to where I'm still now trying to get over and work through some of that trauma and stuff. Like, you know, it conditioned me to not have much affection for my, you know, my parental figures and stuff. So I'm still learning over that. It's a learning curve to it. So that's the other side. I would say it kind of con to it, but it did maybe get in order. I'm a pleasant human being now. You know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel now that we don't put fear into our kids now. As an adult, people don't put fear into their child, and then they want to put fear into their child when it's too late. So at this point, if you do it while they're young, you can talk to them when they get older. So at this point, if they know what it is when they're younger, when they get old, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do none of that. You can talk to them and punish and take some things away from them. But see, when you spare the rod and don't get to their ass, then that's when the problems come in. We sit there and we allow our kids to get away with things, and we constantly giving them. We constantly keep giving them. We constantly giving them. We constantly giving them, and we're not taking anything away. And then they figure it is right. Sandra Pope, what's going on? Sandra. So y'all, we got to, people, we got to get back to, because once you spare the rod, then we lose the child. I say lose the child. We lose them when we sparing the rod, y'all. You got to get these kids in order. You got to, because now, looking at the news, a 14-year-old, and how old was the other one?
13.
13 to 14-year-old shot. One was grazed by a bullet, and the other one was shot.
Yeah, the 13-year-old.
Why is your 14? Where your 14 and 15-year-old, 14 and 13-year-old? They shouldn't be nowhere around no guns.
Sit their ass down.
So my thing is, you should know where your kids are. I'm gonna be honest with you. Javante, you still on here? Javante could testify to this. My kids that I raised in my household, majority of them, all of them, I'm not their biological parent. I'm not their biological parent, but they respect my household. Wasn't no running in and out, and I didn't know where they were. I knew where they were at all times. And I done had more kids to graduate from high school because of my parenting skills. You understand what I'm saying? Because of my parenting skills. And if they were at home, they wouldn't have graduated. If they was at home with their parent. So my thing is, you got to find a way that it's going to work for your household. And gentle parenting is not going to work.
Right. PF2 said, bring that ass here.
Huh?
PF2 said, bring that ass here.
You gonna have to. My thing is, you cannot, y'all. You cannot. We got to, y'all. We got to get back to parenting. If you don't get back to parenting, then y'all see what we're dealing with now. Y'all see what we're dealing with now. Everybody, kids on the loose. They can't deal with them. They can't keep them in school, or they come to the school and they want to come and fuss about a cell phone or talk to them.
I'm telling y'all how I avoid it. Don't have them.
Huh?
I said, I'm telling you how I avoid it. Don't have them.
Right.
Don't have it. Nope.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make. You know, we sit there and then they go to the election. They want to say don't abort them, but when they get here, y'all don't want to take care of them anyway.
Exactly.
So why y'all saying don't get rid of them? Y'all need to let them get rid of them because they don't want them no way. Mm-hmm. When they get here, they're not taking care of them. We end up taking care of them. Right. That's more taxes for me. Mm-hmm. And then it's too late. They running around the street and all that kind of stuff. Your children outside selling water on the street. Why would your child need to be selling any water on the street? Right. You shouldn't have to. They shouldn't be out on the street selling water. You should be able to provide for your child until they're able to provide for themselves. Not saying that they can't make a living, because some of them have to. They're not a different breed. We're allowing them to be a different breed. So we have to reword that, Rosie. We're allowing them to raise themselves and not be raised by parents. When we say they're a different breed, it depends on what household they come from. Because I still know some parents that are raising their kids. And like I tell you, I have raised some that, if you read it on paper, they was the baddest kids in the world. But when they got with me, they were totally different. They went outside running the street. They were I had 3 of them go to Walmart and stealing out of Walmart, and I took their ass back to Walmart. You taking this shit back up there. Nope. This is what we doing. We finna take it back.
Okay. Cause I don't need you to bring me no negative.
You ain't finna bring that to my house.
Like Bernie Mac up in there, Jen.
What you say, Shatara? You're not paying for them. That's what they doing. I'm just saying, this is where we're coming from, y'all. I don't understand how, as a parent, we allow these kids to run our houses. Mm-hmm. You ain't running my house. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna run my house. This is my house. If you can't do what I say, you gotta roll. You need to roll. You gotta go somewhere. But we allowing them to run our houses, run their house, because they ain't gonna run mine. Because you're gonna do what I say do. Because everybody in my house go to bed at 10.
Like Martin, get to stepping.
That happened to you and your siblings at Woodburg. What happened at Woodburg, child? I understand. You know what? That you say that, Sandra, it happened to me and my brother at Zales. Y'all remember Zales on 3rd Street? It was a Zales on 3rd Street.
Zales swag.
They used to sell, when you go in, you smell this popcorn. You smell the popcorn and the ices when you first go in the store. They used to have this little food stand. Mama said, wait until it's till we get ready to go. She said, wait till we get ready to go. She'll get us some. Baby, I done fell out all loud there, out just crying and just everything. And you're right, Rosie, they try to be their friend. I done fell out. When I tell you I fell out and I just fell out. Baby, Miss Betty went over there to the men's department and got one of their good belts and whooped me up off that floor. She whooped me and Larry up off that floor. And we followed her around that store until she was ready to go. Oh, and she did right, Sandra. She should have. You said depends on the child. Shatara said depends on the child. And she should have. And I promise you, I took them back to Walmart. I took them right on back up there and told them, y'all get allowance. Ain't no sense in y'all in here stealing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I take care of my kids. You ain't got no reason to be in here stealing. Mm-hmm. So I marched their ass right on back up to Walmart, and they had to give it back. We need to write this. We ain't finna write a goddamn thing up. We brought it back. That's what I we gonna write it up. You ain't writing shit up. Come on, y'all. It's going out this store. So yeah, I had to take them right on back up there and got it back on up there to the store. It don't make sense, y'all. It really don't. But I had some stuff I need to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about this election. If you hadn't went and voted, y'all, please go and vote. People have died. People have got beat. People got sprayed with water hoses. They have went through a whole lot for our rights to vote. And we sitting here and we sitting on the opportunity that our ancestors and the people before us fought for us to have rights to do, and we won't even do it. It's a shame that we have to beg and vote. And then we turn around and we living in a world now where we want to look over racism, and it's right here in your face. Why are we looking over racism and it's in your face when they're showing you who they are? We shouldn't allow the people to show us who they are, and we already seen it. You already see who they are. It's crazy. Y'all, please tell a friend to tell another friend. I have missed a whole lot of topics to talk about because we stayed on so many for so long. Uh, I really enjoyed y'all on this evening. We have had a time talking about some of these topics and really knowing that relationships are going through a strain and they're not healthy relationships. And we put ourselves in situations where we know they're not healthy for us, but we sit there and allow people to mistreat us because we want to be with someone. Being in a unhealthy relationship is unhealthy for you. So if you want a healthy you, take care of you. Amen. So we have to learn to take care of ourselves before we are able to be in a relationship with someone else. Learn to love yourself first. Amen. So we learn to take care of me. I have to learn to take care of me before I can learn to love someone else. Amen. So with that being said, oh yeah, I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I talked to her earlier. Congratulations to Asia for getting baptized and being renewed on yesterday. Going on. Rose, I pray that she do turn Pennsylvania blue. I really do. But also, y'all, we got to pray and make sure that this bill, the transition is an easy transition. And the outcome is the outcome that we're all praying for. So we got to stay prayed up, and we got to find out who has not been to the poll that needs to ride or whatever needs to happen. They need to go to to go vote. Also, Katrina Upshaw, how you doing, darling? I hadn't seen you in forever, but please get out and vote. If you hadn't voted yet, please get out and vote and check on some of your friends, check on some of your family members. Keep my family lifted up in prayers, as well as Jolene's and people. We're coming up on the holiday season, and this is the season where people need those hugs. They need those phone calls. They need those prayers. They need you to be encouraging to them. So let's do that. Also, the Saints are in town, so if you're planning to be out, be careful. If you plan to go out to eat, don't get mad because they're going to be out. So if you need to go ahead and cook at home or whatever you're going to do because the people going to be out, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. So thank y'all for tuning in on tonight. I know I'm going over my time. It's going to cut off in a minute. But anyway, I thank you all for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll be in the same place on next Monday night at 7 o'clock. Please tune in to Mahogany Roots on Wednesday at 6 o'clock with Jolene Diggs Massey, as well as 7 o'clock with my little brother, which is Rich. What is he? He got so many different names. Well, I'm just going to tell you his name, Dominique. Y'all tune in at 7 with Dominique. So, thank y'all again. Once again, I really appreciate y'all coming in, and I really enjoyed the conversation we had on tonight. Thank y'all. But if you want to sit on the couch, please give me a call at 901-643-0700. The number again is 901-643-0700. Thank y'all. Please don't forget.